Hi guys, back with another plan with me in my journey planner, which is very similar to Hobonichi Cousin. This video I am decorating and planning for the week of May 19th, which is crazy. I say that every video. It seems like May is kind of flying by, but May is pretty busy, especially the second half of the month. For this week, it is extra busy. Brief overview what's going on for the week. Main thing is kids going to school. We have Ryder's birthday on Wednesday. He's turning 12. Jane's girlfriend's graduation is on Friday. We're going to Aulani for the weekend, so that means Disney kit for the week. I went through my Disney stash and I didn't have anything that I really wanted to use. Oh, and it's the premiere of Lilo and Stitch. That's why I went with this kit. Anyways, I have this kit here. I've used it before somewhere. I don't remember where, but I have used it before. I just don't remember if it was a memory planner. It wasn't in this planner, so that's fine. Anyway, this is a printable kit, and the beauty of printables is you can reprint it and use it again and again and again as many times as you want. So this one is from PlannerPixieCo. I want to say this might have been exclusive art to her shop. I have no idea. I don't know if it's available, but I will leave her shop listed down below, or yeah, listed down below. I had used the Tropical Alien deco in my journaling spread, but I also pulled in this washi tape here. I believe this is from Lauren Phelps Design. I could be mistaken. And these two, a long time ago, I purchased so much Disney washi. Majority of it was off of Etsy, and I just typed in, what would I always type in? Disney. I felt like a certain type of words always brought up better search results, and it wasn't washi tape, but I guess you could try it. Anyways, a lot of my washi tape, my Disney washi tape, came from Etsy a long time ago, so I don't know if any of it's available anymore, but these two are from Etsy, and I used all of these in my journaling spread. It might be stupid of me to use both of these tapes in this spread, given that I am going to be using the full boxes, and this might take up a lot of room, but I want to do it. So let's get into it, because I kind of want this week heavily decorated. So I need to, oh, my bracelet just cut my planner. Anyways, let me figure what I'm going to do, and then I will be right back. Alright, so I figured out what I'm going to do. It's going to be an overload probably, but I kind of don't care. I want this week to look full and fun and busy and crowded, and I think I'm going to achieve that. I just hope that it's not super overwhelming. So what I am going to start off with is this Stitch washi tape, and it's so cute. There's so many different scenes in here. I don't want the paper to curl too much, and I also, oh, look at his butt though. Look at his butt on there. There's a happy face, but I also want a clean edge, so I don't want to cut off too much of his butt because it's really cute. I don't want my paper to curl, so I'm putting down this very carefully. And now we have space where we can pull some clean edges, I hope. Okay, absolutely not a clean edge at all. I think this one, I don't know if I'll be able to make or pull a clean edge on this one either, but we're gonna try. Nope. I'm not gonna let it bother me though, because it's fine. I can't even grip this one. I think I'm gonna have to cut it. Or I'm just gonna leave it, because you can see his entire butt. I'm just gonna leave it. And I did not end up with a clean edge, but I'm not gonna let it bother me, and we're just gonna continue on. So yeah, I'm sorry if you're looking at this tape and just thinking that you wish you could have it. I have absolutely no idea where this is from. My whole Disney collection is probably from Etsy. And again, many years ago. Like when I first started in the planner community, maybe a couple years in, is when I started collecting Disney washi tape like crazy. So anyway, there is the bottom washi. At the top, I am going to cover the dates with this because I'm going to be using stickers. I'm gonna get a clean edge on this one. I'm actually gonna go this way Sometimes it's just a lot easier to pull washi tape, and I think I want to give myself the most room possible, so I'm going to follow this line, whatever this line is. That way I have as much space here as I possibly can, just in case things get a little bit hectic and I have lots of things to write, which I'm hoping I don't have like too many things, but it's fine if I do. Alright, did I mention I think this one is from Lauren Phelps Designs, but I actually have no idea, but I think it is. Anyways, I think it's this line. Alright, pulling this one. I think to make it easier, I have to give myself some space so I can lay it down a lot easier. It's having a hard time having a hard time lining up with the edge of the line that I needed to. It just wasn't working. Okay. So we have top washi, we have bottom washi. Next, I'll zoom in and we are going to work on the dates. Alright, that took me forever to get, what is it called? Focused. Anyways, I have this sheet here. This is Mini Day Flags in the Soft Autumn palette, although this sheet is not available anymore. I do have Hobonichi cousin sized date covers. They're just squares instead. I'm gonna go in with the yellow one. I haven't decided if I want to use the Bird of Paradise numbers or if I want to use the wave numbers. I think because this has yellow in it, I'm going to go with the wave so it's opposite. So we're just going to use these flags. I think I'm going to move it up into the washi tape again to give myself as much room as possible. I'm going 3 grid spaces over from the left to put these down so it's like kind of centered once we put the date dots down. 1, 2, 3. The pen behind it kind of shadowed a lot from last week. That was the Zebra Sarasa Dry from last week. It's currently, what's today? Today is currently Saturday for me. I wanted to get everything laid down and ready to go, especially with next week. I don't want to overwhelm myself with too much. So like I mentioned, the kids are going to school, of course, and then Ryder's birthday is on Wednesday. He wants to go to Dave & Buster's, so we're going to be doing that. And then having cake at home, probably. I still need to ask him what kind of cake he wants so I can bake it. I usually just bake their cakes at home, whatever theme they want, whatever flavor they want. Sometimes homemade cake just tastes better. Alright, got the 20, so that's his birthday. I think he asked to stay home on his birthday. The thing with Ryder is he doesn't really like attention to be on him. So I think he's always wanted to stay home on his birthday. I remember one year he had asked me to ask the teacher to like not announce it, or you know, just not make a big deal about it. So yeah, he just really doesn't like a ton of attention on him. So I think he might actually stay home on his birthday, which is fine. I'm not gonna, we're almost at the end of the year anyway. That's probably a reason why you should be going to school more, because you're almost at the end of the year, right? Okay, put this off to the side because those are done. And then I'm going to zoom out so we can do full boxes. I'm leaving the boxes as is as far as the size goes because this is a vertical kit, and I'm going to leave it as a vertical width because it does go wider. I am going to start off with the house though. We're going to Aulani on the weekend. I feel like the house on the weekend just kind of makes sense, and I am going to put it at the top. Let's go with the noon line. When I put these together, they're not going to match because there is a gap here. but that's fine. So I'm just gonna line these up together. And that'll be for the weekend that we're at Aulani. On Friday, I did mention that it is Jaden's girlfriend's. Do I have to use all of these? That's 8, yeah, because I want to put one in the sidebar. Normally I don't put girl stickers in here. Oh wait, there's another one here that I wanted to use. I don't want to use the Hula Girl. No offense to the Hula Girl, but it is Ryder's birthday, so it's not like I can use that on his birthday. And there was no boys in this kit. But anyways, I did mention that it was Jaden's girlfriend's graduation. So I am going to be using the girl sticker. This is the one that looks most like her. And with vertical kits, for any middle columns, I do center it within the columns. As you can see, it overhangs on both sides. On Thursday, what do I want to use for Ryder's birthday? I think I'm going to actually use this one for Ryder's birthday, or the music. Actually, I'm going to go with the music for Ryder's birthday. This one's kind of busy, and so is this one, so I do want to spread them out. So I'm going to use this one here, and for the edge box, so Thursday, I'm going to let it overhang into the middle. Ryder's birthday, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to move this one all the way to the bottom, and again, lining it up with the line, but then overhanging it into the edge on this side. I don't want a staircase, so I'm moving the next one all the way up here. And I am going, this is like, I know there's a plant growing out of it, but this is like mug-ish. So I'm going to save that one for Monday. And then use this one all the way at the top, and I'm going to center it within the column. So it overhangs on both sides. And again, moving it all the way to the top. And then this one I'm going to use on Monday, and we are going to overhang this one into the sidebar. Put this at the 9 o'clock mark. And then I am going to use this one in the sidebar to cover the calendar. I really don't care for the calendar. I'm just going to use a line that I can see through the paper to line that up, and there we have all of our full boxes. I don't need these 2 sheets anymore. Let me zoom out so you can see the whole thing. Actually, I think this is going to work out perfect. I think there's still going to be enough room for everything. I feel like I want something red here though. Let me see if I can find a red skinny washi tape. Alright, so I was looking through my stash and I was like, wait, my Magical Mouse washi tape. But if you saw the last video where I had to go dig one out, I shared where my magical washi tape is. And it's like tucked away in a closet behind my Simply Gilded shelves. It's all the way in the back. And I was like, no, but I want a Magical Mouse washi tape for this week. Is it blurry? I was like, no, then I'm like, I know my red ones are towards the bottom. I'd have to move everything. But I was like, no, this one needs a Magical Mouse washi tape. But luckily, as soon as I opened it, I have my holiday ones at like the top of the shelf, and the Simply Gilded ones are shorter than my Magical Mouse washi tape shelf. I really need to find some place to put them. I haven't gotten a picture of them in so long, but luckily my holiday ones were at the top and the 4th of July sets were at the top, and so I found this red one right at the top, so I really didn't have to dig that far. It does have stars on it, but that is completely fine. I can only pull washi tape one way, and this one goes this way, so I will need to flip upside down. And I think this will bring in the red that I am craving down at the bottom. Wait, it's a little bit faded. Let me pull some off because it's faded. It was faded on the part that was facing the front. Which makes sense. This one, not that it saw a lot of sun, but in my office it was like facing sunlight, and I don't think I pulled this one very often, so that front was definitely faded, that first piece. Anyways, still very sticky. This one's an older one too, so I'm also kind of surprised by that. Okay, there's that. Okay, this is exactly what this spread needed. Just a little bit of red at the bottom. and ties in more Disney for Aulani this weekend, and the Lilo and Stitch premiere, which we're not going to go see this weekend. We just got too much going on, but maybe next weekend we will go see it. But lots of family time this week, so of course this, like, how perfect is it that all of these things landed on this week? Birthday, graduation, family time at Aulani, Lilo and Stitch premiere. Yeah, it all worked out so well. Anyways, I think I'm really going to enjoy this kit. This kind of brings me back to my Erin Condren days, which I ordered an Erin Condren. Shh, don't tell anybody. More on that later. But anyways, here is where we are starting for the week. I will see you in a second to fill out the plans for Monday, which is actually 2 days away for me. Alright, Monday morning. It is a lot later than the morning. It's 10:28, 10:30 now, and I just pulled my stickers. It's so weird, even though I feel so like overwhelmed for this week. You would think that I would get this done and out of my head first thing in the morning, but no. I kind of just got home and got straight to work and didn't want to think about it, but now I'm thinking about everything that does need to get done today, and I'm sitting down to film. Alright, so I have my stickers here, but I didn't pull the boxes yet. I'm just going to pull them as I need them. So let's just start and jump right in. I love anytime I use a tropical kit because I can use the HerNameIsSavvy stickers, especially her, I think this is Piha character, which is the pineapple. And so yeah, I wanted to make sure I pulled that one in today. The pen that I'm going with for the week is the Pilot Juice Up in 04, and this is of course to mark Hello Monday. As usual, I'm like nervous for this week, and I mean, I know why, but like, I don't know why. Anyways, pulling in one of these quarter box stickers, and I'm just going to use it as a layering piece instead, just because I do like to go box sticker, box sticker, box sticker. Or box 50, you guys know what I mean. Anyway, so just using this as a layering piece behind, I think maybe I want to move it down just a little bit, maybe one grid space down, and then so that it kind of peeks out the bottom. Yeah, I like that. That grocery sticker is from my shop. I did have to go to Safeway this morning to pick up things because tonight's taco night, and I wanted to make sure everything was fresh. Our store was completely out of tomatoes. Okay, well, local grown tomatoes. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just suck it up and I'll buy whatever other tomatoes. I think there's like Roma tomatoes and then like Hot House. No, that doesn't sound right. I don't know, these other two tomato types. But they were $4.29 a pound and $4.99 a pound. And the local grown tomatoes are $1.29 a pound. I was just gonna suck it up and buy it, but I was like, no, somebody else can stop to go buy tomatoes, because that is crazy. That's expensive. So anyways, that was my little rant about tomato prices. Computer sticker is from my shop, and I have lots of work. Just because we're going to Aulani this weekend, there are things that I need to complete before going, so yeah, should be fun. Alright, moving down, I need another box sticker for this week. I think I did this last time I used a kit with deco, but I'm going to be using the deco here to mark Jaden's work schedule, or anytime he works. So yeah, let's see, what color do I want to use? Let's go with yellow, because I don't have any other yellow stickers that I'm using for this week. They just turned off our board of water supply. Just having fun outside, I guess. They're still working in our neighborhood. They've been working in our neighborhood for a very long time. But they just shut off our water. They came by and knocked on the door and told me they were shutting it off, but they're also shutting it off for majority of tomorrow too. So that should be fun. Okay, box sticker and the lace sticker, and this is to mark that Jaden works. And he closes tonight, but I don't mark what time he works any longer. I have 3 more things and a small space down here. We're gonna make it work. This little girl sticker well, she's not little, but the sticker is little. It's a laundry icon from PlannerStudio. I don't think she's open anymore, but we have clothes hanging on the line and I need to put those away. They have been dry for over a day, but yesterday I was just super lazy and lost my voice for a second, and I ended up with a small headache yesterday. Okay, moving down, I think I want to use a third box. I think that's what I want to use. Or do I want to use a box? I kind of want to use a box. I don't know if it's going to fit. Maybe I can move her over a little. I know there's that weird gap though, but, and then put this down and still have enough space to write taco at the bottom. Yeah, I think. And this balloon sticker is from, who's this from? Iconic Imperfections, but she is closed. I'm just gonna put this taco sticker or burrito sticker down while I have the paper here. And so this one is to mark plan writers scavenger. I had to sound that one out. Scavenger hunt, because his birthday is on Wednesday, and then we are having tacos for dinner. Is there an apostrophe in tacos? Could you please let me know? I guess by then I'd probably Google it, but me, grammar, we don't get along, so yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that. Even if you explain it to me like, oh, this is when you use an apostrophe. I know when it's like it is, like I know that, but like if you explain it like, oh, possessive, whatever, that goes in one ear and out the other. So I guess I just don't pay too much mind to grammar, which I probably should, but like it's just my planner. It's no big deal, right? Anyway, so that is Monday. I'm kind of hoping that every single day looks like Monday, even though that's a little bit hectic. I know I can fill these 2 days out because we always do the same things, but actually thinking about it, every day probably will be filled out like Monday. But anyways, that is it for now. I think this week is gonna look so cute. Anyways, I'll see you in a second to fill out the plans for, what's tomorrow? Tuesday. All right, it is now Tuesday. It is once again way later. It is 11:40 a.m. right now, and I'm not gonna lie, I just pulled my stickers now. Stupid me, I didn't buy any decorations for Ryder's birthday. We went to Walmart and Sam's Club, I think it was on Sunday, and I didn't buy any decorations for his birthday. I will say though, if you've been following for a long time, we do the after they fall asleep setup, and it has gotten a lot less as the years go on, and as they get older we do not decorate as much. They just, I don't know, but we still do something. And so I had to go buy the decorations at last minute. His birthday is tomorrow. I also had to buy stuff for his cake, and yeah, so that was a last minute decision to go right after I dropped the kids off at school. So I headed out there, and last minute also Jaden asked me if I could pick him up from the tint place because he was getting something done to his car, and also he also needed to go to Walmart, and he was going to be out there around the same time, so he asked me to pick him up and then we could go to Walmart together. Plus we needed to get things for his girlfriend's graduation, like a sign post or sign for graduation day. So I guess it all worked out the way that it was supposed to work out. But anyway, I'm going to write pick up Jaden from, I'm just going to write tint place. Alright, so that, I guess, yeah, like I said, it just all worked out how it worked out, which is, I guess, a good thing. Alright, this is from, oh, that's, the box is from the kit. This is from my shop. It's a Mama's Minis doodle. This is from Once More with Love on her birthday sheet, and I'm gonna write Walmart run. Walmart is, like, the birthday section anyway was so bare. It was so hard to find things. So yeah, that kind of sucked. Let's go in with, I need to sneeze. I think I'm ever so slightly sick, which is not a good thing. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with the more teal color of this small label. I'm going to cut off a piece. Yeah, just normal amount, I guess I normally cut off, and stick that on my hand. Put this down, and then I have this water emoji from TheCoffeeMonsterzCo. It's not to pay the water bill. Actually, I still need to pay the water bill. Whoops, whatever. Anyways, that is to mark that they shut off our water today. I'm gonna write water shut off. So good thing I wasn't home in the morning. It's still off right now. It's supposed to be back on by 2:30, which they plan, I guess they plan it like that for a reason, because majority of people are probably at work. Kids are at school, so yeah, it's supposed to be back on soon. Alright, flag sticker from the kit. This is a piece of deco from the kit that's not to mark Jaden's work, but Riders. I planned it yesterday and then I just completed it. Riders Scavenger Hunt. How to sound that one out again. Especially because I had to break it up. So I completed it. It's all ready to go and be set up tomorrow. The next thing that I'm going to put down is this couch sticker. I don't have any of my house stickers. I have a whole sheet of house stickers. I have it in like clip art style, and then I also have doodles, but I have none in my stash. So I'm just going to use this couch to mark empty fridge and laundry piles. I'm a little flustered because I feel like I have a lot to do today. Or maybe just because I was gone all morning, and I was actually gone longer than I had planned since I had to pick up Jaden and it took a little bit longer. So maybe that's why I just feel a little bit flustered. Okay, I now need a box sticker, and I'm thinking one of these third boxes. Let's go with this yellow one. We'll have to trim it. And I forget what this is for. I just pulled it too. What is this for? Oh, I know what it's for. Let me flip this around. Does it fit? Fits perfectly, actually. And this emoji is just holding a pen from TheCoffeeMonsterzCo. And then I'm going to start graduation sign. I told Jaden I would help him. I actually have been asking him for a while, so I don't know if this is like popular in the mainland too, but graduation here we give leis and things like that. So after the graduation ceremony, wherever the graduation is, so for instance for this one it's on a football field, and so the graduates will walk out to like designated by last name signposts, and everybody gives them leis and gifts and things like that. So, and then we also have these large signs so that we can hold up, whether in the crowd when we're cheering for them when their name is called, and then also when they're on the field, hold up these big signs with their picture and their names on it. And that's how you can tell like who you're looking for, because everybody's signs is up in the air. But anyway, I'd been asking Jaden for a while because I wasn't sure if her mom was going to make one for her. And I feel like that's a big part of graduations here, but I didn't want to overstep. And so I asked Jaden one more time, like this week. I was like, do you think her mom's gonna make one? If not, are you gonna make one? I can help you make one. I just didn't want to, you know, take over what would be possibly another person's job. But Jaden said he wanted to make one for her because he didn't think she was gonna get one. So I want to start doing that because I need to cut out her name and all of that stuff. But anyway, yeah, that's a big thing here. We bought all the supplies. I just need him to go get a blown up picture of her. And yeah, I just feel like it's crunch time. This week is overwhelming me already, and it's just Tuesday. But anyways, that is it for now. I'll see you in a second to fill out the plans for Wednesday. All right, it is currently Friday the 23rd. It is 8:30, and as you can probably tell, I am sick and have been sick. So has Ryder. Recently I would not do this, but because this is like a special week, I want it to look fun and filled, even though we haven't been feeling the best. Ryder's birthday was on Wednesday, and he was actually sick, and he stayed home from school, so that's kind of a bummer. But like I mentioned, normally I wouldn't do this, but I just want this week to look pretty. So I am gonna go back
and back plan. I'm not going to, like, I guess, go in and do the things that we did, even though this stuff happened. I'm just going to put stickers down as if I was planning for the day and what we planned for the day, if that makes any sense. Anyways, let's jump in. I do need a box to mark Ryder's birthday. Hopefully my voice holds up. I don't know though. Anyway, first thing that I'm putting down is a box sticker from the kit. And this big present icon is from OnceMoreWithLove. And this is to mark Ryder's 12th birthday. So let me just write that in. We've had plans this day to go Dave & Buster's, but he was just sick and wasn't feeling it, so plans did change. I don't know if I'm gonna have room to put all that. I guess we'll see. I'm also gonna put, this is from my shop, it's on a Mama's Minis. See, tissue box doodles, and I'm kind of putting into the box, and I'm just gonna put Ryder home, or homesick. So that's kind of like all together in one. Next I have a laundry icon. I'm gonna go in with a red sticker. I do need to trim it. I'm trying to not cough. I've been coughing like crazy this morning, so is Ryder. Ryder's actually home. He's been home all week. Well, ever since Wednesday. And last night he woke up at like 3 in the morning. Right, that is also from OnceMoreWithLove. Wednesday was still laundry day. I'm still like moving around and mobile. I'm just a lot slower, I guess you could say. Jaden did work on this day, so I'm using the deco from the kit. I'm just gonna write Jaden work. Jaden work. Let's see, I'm going to use this emoji baking because I did make Ryder's cake. I'm going to use, let's just go with yellow. I don't know if I'm going to write Dave & Buster's, cross it out and put McDonald's because that's what he ended up wanting instead of going out. Or we can skip Dave & Buster's and order whatever he wants for dinner, pick up whatever he wants. Bake cake. Guess I had to do that on that day. While I was resting on the couch, I put together a money lay for Jaden's girlfriend. I planned to do it on this day anyway, but because I was sick, I ended up laying on the couch and doing it like a lazy person. Well, not really lazy because I was getting something done, but at least I got it done on the day that I wanted it to get done, because there's like a bunch of other stuff to do on this day. So that is that. And then I'm gonna put a box down. Let's go with, I don't want to go with blue because it's right there. I'll go with red. I think I'm gonna go with red. And I'm actually gonna get out the McDonald's icon instead. I'm gonna put McDonald's, oh, wrong side. Oh, I wish I had my McDonald's. I need to go through these stickers in the shop and like take some for myself, because I don't think I've taken a lot of my, oh, I do have it. I do have it. Oh, but I do not have a lot of stickers also. So McDonald's doodle, and I'm gonna write Mickey D's instead of D&B's. Mickey D's instead of D&B's. That's funny. And that completes that day. So like I said, it is Friday. I am going to play catch up. So I'm going to pull my stickers for yesterday. And I will be right back. Alright, I got the stickers pulled for, what is this, Thursday. First thing I'm putting down is these stickers. I believe these are from OnceMoreWithLove. I just found it in my reusable sticker book. I'm just going to write Ryder homesick. Again. Alright, and then I need a box sticker. I think I want to go with the blue one. I did have to cut stickers on this day. Been a little bit behind on work things just because it's been so busy. I'm gonna move this. Well, I'm gonna lift it up, put it back down just in case. Yeah, I've just been under the weather, so I've been a little bit behind. Plus, Ryder's birthday and graduation prep stuff for Jaden's girlfriend. So it's been a little bit hectic. What was I saying? I don't even know. Anyways, this girl is a printable from PrintPettiCoatBandit. I'm just gonna write work cut session because I had to do something for work. Alright, so there's that. Next I'm putting down this emoji, and I'm gonna write work on grad poster. I actually finished it yesterday, so that's good. I think Jaden's one I was like scrambling to finish. Maybe I finished it the day of, I don't really remember. I want a yellow. Yesterday, like I mentioned, these were like planned. I mean, technically now it's back planning, but these are the things that I planned for the day. So, yeah. Anyways, this quarter box, putting down with this flower sticker. I had to buy some flowers to make her label, so I'm just gonna write buy flowers. I'll leave it at that. And then Jaden did work yesterday, so I'm gonna write Jaden work. Just picked out the slippers. And then what else was planned yesterday? I think that's all that was planned. I might find something to fill this, I don't know yet. Alright, and that brings us to today, and yeah, I'm gonna put my stickers now and get to doing that. I might even do Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday has changed just a little bit, but we'll see if I get to that right now or maybe later on. Alright, here we go with Friday. Probably could have got a smaller sticker, but it's fine. This is to mark Aloha Friday, as usual. I'm losing my voice even more now. Then I'm going in with this box sticker because Ryder is home once again, but he had to turn in a summative for school, so when I dropped off Destiny, he ran to go turn that in. I'm gonna write Ryder home. Now I'm gonna write Ryder sick, but turn in summative. So we did that this morning. He just jumped out of the car, ran to go turn it in, and then went back home. Deco sticker from the kit. Jaden does have to work today, but he gets off in enough time for graduation. Man, my voice is unwell. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this one. Cut that down. And kind of crooked. It's okay. And then I pulled this hat sticker from the deco. We do need to make a label today. And then we have her graduation to go to. I'm just gonna write Isabella's graduation. I think it starts at 6:30 p.m. I am losing my voice now, so I will be taking a break. Might be coming back later today to do Saturday and Sunday. We're still going to Aulani, but literally just to sleep over. I still have a scab on my knee, and that's disgusting. I can function, it's just my voice. So can Ryder, he's just coughing a little bit, so we're just gonna go to sleep over there because I can't cancel Alani at this point, so we're literally going at check-in, grabbing some dinner, eating in the room, sleeping there, and then coming home at checkout. So yeah, that is how the week is turning out so far. I feel good that I did a little bit of catch-up, but I will see you in a second to fill out the plans for Saturday and Sunday.
Alright, so as much as I wanted to finish out this week because it's been so consistent in the past, I did not finish this week. What happened? I think I was just still feeling sick. I think we jumped in the ocean on Saturday once with like, I don't know, I thought maybe I would feel better by the weekend and jumping in the ocean would make me feel better, but it didn't, sadly, and yeah. Wait, I was supposed to fill this out beforehand, right? I don't know what happened. I don't think I was feeling well. That is what happened. So this is how this week turned out. I still really like how the beginning turned out, even though the weekend's not filled out. Still cute, in my opinion. But anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you always so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.